Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi, Kyra. Oh, what are these things? Let's see. I'm gonna just 1 minute. Let me just pin. Okay, milkshake. These are beautiful. Box of chocolate, candy bar. You made all this? What is this? Is this your grocery list?
No, it's not a recording. It's a live place. First say hi, good evening.
Hi, good. No, it is night.
Okay. Good night, Summer.
Evening.
Oh, let's see what you've done. You made oh, how nice. You made that farm scene.
Yeah, he watched the recording. We've been traveling, so he missed all his classes.
But he's been able to follow the recording. That's so nice.
One more.
Yeah, I think he did quite well, frankly.
Yeah.
I didn't pay any attention. He was doing it on his own.
To call anyone because I want to do my art club. I don't want to call.
Oh, so he's complaining because we had guests on Monday,
Huh.
2 Mondays, and couldn't do his art class. So
Oh, that's okay. It's okay. But you're here today. Let's do it today. Hi, Safi.
but recording. Yeah, I'll show it too.
I've already done it.
I think it's wonderful. I
Abo.
love that the cow and the scarecrow is really scary. Wonderful. Good job. Very nice.
Chalo, say thank you.
I want to do this page.
Okay, so any thoughts on what you want to do today? Safri, you want to wear a hairband and come? Take your hair back.
Yes, I'm doing it. Just wait. I just need to find the empty page.
Let's see who else is coming. Ruth. Okay, Ruth will come. Okay, we'll just wait.
Okay, here.
Okay, so shall we do those seashells? Pictures that are
Oh yeah, we were doing.
seashells?
Okay.
Okay.
Miss, is this the 7 p.m. class or the 4:15 class?
This is the 7 p.m. class. Okay, shall I share the pictures with you?
I don't know how to do this.
So I want to try making this. It's a very nice composition. And I want to show you how to make something like this. Shall we try?
Miss, must we do all of them? Literally all of them.
Well, we can try to do most of them, but we are going to make them like simple shapes and simple colors. It won't be too difficult. Can I show this to you first? Can I show you how we want?
Miss,
Yes.
please, why are shells in different shapes sometimes?
I think like animals have different shapes and different colors. Shells also have different shapes and colors. They all evolve from one basic shellfish. And then depending on where they stay, what food they eat, what food they get to eat, how they defend themselves, they all develop different colors, different shapes. And that's why we have lots of them.
Miss, if they die, we keep the shell.
We can keep the shell, yes.
Okay.
Right.
Yes. Shall we try this? This should be fun. So
Yeah.
I want to first show you how I'm doing it. And then I want you to do it. I'll show you this picture and you just do it yourself also. But first I want you to see it. Okay? Don't draw with me. Just see how I'm doing it. Shall we do it that way or you want to actually just follow me. Just follow me. That
Okay.
might be better. All right. Okay. Okay, so I am going to make a picture in the center. And I have to fit my shells like that. I have a big star-like or sun-like shell in the center, one shell on top, one shell at the bottom, and one more shell over here, and then a row of little shells here, a row of little shells there. So first we are going to measure and make the first shell this big only. Don't make it too big. Okay, don't make it too big. And how are we going to do this? Follow me now. Just start by making a small circle. See how tiny this circle is?
That tiny?
Yes. Look. And then you make a spiral like that.
Oh.
And one more round. And then we will draw star-shaped little spikes.
Oh, that one. Okay.
See?
Like every seashell has its own unique pattern.
Yeah. And we point everything out from the center out, like the sun. Maybe this should be called the sun shell. Do you know if you discover a new species of animal or plant, you get to name them?
What?
Yeah, so you can call it whatever you want.
If it's something new in the whole world that doesn't know, then we can
Yes.
become famous.
Yeah, you can name them like your babies.
We name them by their looks, Miss.
Sometimes you name them by their looks. Sometimes you can name them after yourself or people you know or the city you come from or the country you're born in or in the country that it has been found. There's lots of different things that you can name. Also sometimes by the nature of that creature. So if you find a really cute creature, you could call it the cute frog or the cute bird. But you'll have to name it in Latin. For some reason, they want Latin names. Do you know what is Latin?
No. Eh?
Latin is an ancient language from Italy. It was the old Romans language.
Okay.
Okay, shall we draw the
So
next?
how do you speak it?
You speak it funnily. Okay, shall we?
Normally like English or English but little bit twisted or just
It's a
another
little,
language.
it's a little bit like Italian, a little bit like Spanish. Yeah. Okay. Shall we draw the next shells?
Miss, I'm not even finished.
You've not finished?
Mhm.
Okay, just give me a minute. I'm just gonna step away and come back.
I have a question. Why are we talking about creatures in nature when we should actually talk about shells?
Yeah, I'll come back to it. Just give me a moment.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Miss, I'm finished now. I'm finished.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay, next one. Next one, we will draw almost like a teardrop shape, but that's horizontal on top. So we have a shape like this, and then it has a cap. Yes, Samar? Like this, it has a cap, and then from there you have lines coming down like this.
Miss, so what should I do? Just do.
Samar, are you here? Have you finished drawing? Do you need help?
Miss,
Yes.
this is how that seashell looks.
Okay, let me have a look.
My screen is blurry, so sorry.
Yes.
My screen is just very blurry. Here now.
Aha. Yes, that's perfect. That's beautiful. Very nice. Come, Samar. Have you made the second shell?
Yes, sometimes shells can be pearl white.
Yes, they do. They do come pearl white.
So sometimes the amount of food they have and when they start, they become different colors.
They
So
do?
white means that nothing or something. I don't know. I mean, they're very pretty.
Yeah, they are. Shall we make the next one?
Okay. Yes. I
Oh.
already did it.
Wonderful. Okay, now the next one, you draw a teardrop shape like this. And then you will draw a pointy bottom like that. It almost looks like a chili.
Yeah, I love chilies.
And as something similar, or should I give you some time because you are very fast? Now
You're a little bit too fast, actually, Miss.
am I? Okay, then I'll slow down. Now we can draw a teardrop shape over here, which is flat on top and like this. So see how close.
Miss, I have a question. Why are shells in different shapes?
It all depends on what shape has helped them survive millions of years.
So maybe this one we did like a minute ago. No, a second. 5 seconds ago. It could be like 1 million or like
Yeah.
1 million to 1,000 years.
Yeah, several million years old. Not the shell, the species. Its family.
Yes, and after when they die, the shell stays, and these shells can live an infinite life.
Yes. Okay, next one.
Yes, and how?
Look at this shape. I've drawn an arc this side, And then I'm going to draw another one from this side. And I'm going to draw its cap sideways, like this. And then draw more horizontal lines like this. So these two are pretty similar. It has more lines like that. Now, Safreen, we will do this discussion in a bit, but I want you to quickly draw these shapes with me. And once you're done, now, does everyone have 5 shells? Okay. As soon as it is done, I want you to hit the thumbs up button. You know that one? Try it, practice it. If you're done.
Yeah, I know how to do it, Miss.
All right. Summer is done. Kaira, are you done? Okay. Okay, done? No, okay. Safreen, you can draw the lines later. Just draw the shape right now. Now, right under this.
Okay, I'm done.
Red.
I'm done.
Okay, now everyone together, you will draw with me. We will first draw an arc like this. And then at the bottom, we will draw a V shape like that, but round at the bottom.
Little bit like this, Miss. Just 1 minute.
No, Safreen, don't. Show me afterwards. Because we have so many shells to draw. So let's draw this fast and then show me all the shells that you have. So we've drawn these 2 little L shapes on the side. And now we are going to draw lines coming down. So look at how I'm doing this. I'll first draw a line in the middle, but don't go all the way to the end. Then draw a line from here to the middle, and then here from the middle. And then again in the middle and middle. Don't let the lines touch each other at the bottom. Even this much is fine. You don't have to draw more than this. Okay, done? Summer, you're too quick. You finished before I finish. I have no idea how you're doing it. You're like Superman.
You
Okay.
have just started like a month, so he can go quick if he wants.
Okay. Next. Next, now I'm going to draw a long shell. So I want you to see how it sits. It is a long line. First, I'll draw a long head like this. Then I'm going to draw an oval shape on one side. Then an oval shape like that. And then keep making these oval shapes smaller.
And smaller.
All in one.
And tiny smaller.
Tiny, but all in one line.
And Miss, that shell that you're making now should be just white.
Just white, correct. It is just white.
So you don't have to paint it red.
You don't. I think we can draw a line here also. That looks better. Okay, next.
Miss, I'm not even finished.
Okay. Kyra, are you done with this one? Okay. Okay. Now next one. Now, and between these two over here, but we have to leave some gap like this. We are going to make a shell that looks like you have a C shape, a big C shape, and then it comes and joins up like that, almost straight. And there's a gap here for one more shell. And then in a curved line like this, we have to draw.
Miss, how are you doing this faster than me?
Oh, because I'm showing you, I had better draw it faster than you. And you will draw these lines like dots. Now,
You almost said the lines,
I did
and
almost.
we will get confused then.
Yeah, but there are lines. So in this, now you have to draw lines like that.
Ma, I mean, Aditi, why are shells so pretty?
I have no idea. So I like that they're very pretty, but we should find out. These are some lovely questions, Tapri. You should write them down and we can find out why do they have so many colors, so many shapes. Sometimes it's for camouflage. Okay, I'll speak about that more in a bit. Shall we make the next one?
No, I'm not finished.
We're not finished. All right.
I'm finished. I need to just do the lines.
Okay.
It will take just like 1 minute.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, now I'm done. It just took like me 1 second.
Now the next one we're going to make over here. I want you to see it first. Make a teardrop shape like that. But from the other side, it's a little fat like this. And then you make lines like that, crooked line, and then another line straight. So this will look like an ice cream cone. And we'll make one more line over here and here. That's it. Okay, next one. Done? Yeah, nobody.
Okay, wait, I'm not finished.
Okay.
And I don't know why I questioned these random questions. So I don't know why.
No, but it's good to question. You should always question. I love to question. I always ask why, how, then where, and who, and why not, and what if. I always ask questions.
And I have also seen wrong the leaves.
Okay, next. Next now, we have to draw a big scallop shell like this over here. And it's much bigger than this one. So, you draw a circle up like that. And again, same thing. You'll draw a V shape. This time the V will not join.
This is a classic shell.
Yes, this is a classic shell. But see, this time I'm not joining the V at the bottom. So it looks slightly different from that. And we will make the lines the same way. You first
wait a minute.
center, then you make 2 on the side,
Okay.
then in the middle.
Sometimes classic shells can have color.
They
They
do.
like curly color.
We're going to make another classic shell over here, right next to this fellow. So this time you can make a bumpy circle, round. And make the same lines. And this time I'm just making them from the center out, not dividing space. So that looks slightly different from this.
Plastic shells can have different features.
Yes, they can. You have a lot of knowledge about classic shells or shells in general already.
Well, I don't know why I got them from.
Hmm.
Just painting shells, and I don't even learn them at school.
Hmm.
So
Maybe
that was kind of unusual and okay.
Yes,
I will take that.
another classic shell over here.
Miss, how many classic shells are there?
I think maybe one more classic shell.
Miss, can I show you mine?
1 minute.
Mine looks like a little bit crazy, actually.
Crazy. Why would your
Yes,
classic shell look
look.
crazy? Let me have a look.
Look.
Let me have a look. Let me have a look. No, I think it's lovely.
Then there's a little problem. I have not that much space for him, and I will try.
Yeah. So you didn't start from the center of the paper?
Because you said I will always start from the half.
That is true. But is this a big book or a small book? I think this is a small book.
Big book.
Oh, then you know what, Safreen? You could have turned it on its side. Then it'll spread out like that. But never mind. You can draw them in other places. Can you
Yeah.
try holding the pencil like this, Safreen? Don't hold it like that. Yeah, hold it like this, draw like this. Everybody should be holding the pencil like that. Okay, next. Now we have to draw a shell over here. So how are we going to draw it? We will draw it like this. You draw an S shape, then another S shape. Don't worry about joining it. Oh, let me spotlight for everyone. See an S shape, another S shape, and you keep making these S shapes slightly smaller. And in the end, you finish it with a U shape like that. And the top, you finish with a shape like this. Even this shell could have come all the way here, but it's become small. Doesn't matter. Safreen, don't erase, don't draw it too dark and let it be. The next one is a kaudi. It's called a kaudi. Don't press the pencil too much, Safreen. Try to draw it lightly. The next one we'll draw over here, which is a teardrop shape. It almost looks like a beetle. Then we have another teardrop shape. It's not actually a teardrop. It's like a shell shape. So you have a shape like this, and then you have 2 points. And then from one point it's pointy, and the other side it goes round. And then it's got stripes on it. Some stripes are close, some stripes are pretty far.
How did you make that up here?
I have space here. That's why I made it up here. If you don't have it, then you can draw wherever you have space. We have some stuff coming here. You can draw on the right side. You can draw it like this.
I have a question.
Okay.
How did you make that one up here?
This one.
Yeah, that one.
So first I made a line like that. Then I made this point go up. So it looks pointy from here, and then I made a round, and then I put lines. Now one more classic shell over here. So
Classic shells are there.
I think this is the last one. Now we have some tiny teardrop shells over here. Teardrop with a cap. 1, 2, 3 cap. Another one like that. Slightly rounded. The cap. 1, 2, 3 cap. Another cowdy, which is just a oval shape like this. And another shell like that, which is a teardrop shape. And stripes. So there are some which are very spiky, and I think they're a little difficult to draw. So I'm not going to draw those. Then there's this one, which is very interesting, which is like a spiral. It goes all the way out, but then it just comes back over here.
Well, this is very easy.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
it doesn't have any pattern.
No, it doesn't. We can make some pattern in this. It does have a pattern in the picture, but we can make our own pattern. Now, this is another cowdy shell, which is just an oval. This is another shell, like a classic shell, but it's flat. Then over here, there's one very complicated shell, so I don't want to draw it. In its place, I'm going to draw a shell that's like that. It's another big shell, which has got an S and another S. And then quickly this becomes tiny. Oh, it's not like that at all. Maybe it's wide like this, yeah. And here it's got lots of lines. And then we can draw one shell like this, which is just a spiral.
This is also one of the classic ones.
It is one of the classic ones, you're so right. Then another classic one is a shell like that. It goes round from one side and from the other side. It's really shallow and it's got lines like that. I think this is a clam. Then we draw another classic shell over here. Another different classic shell. Like that. And it will also have a cap like that. This also has lots of stripes. So here, this shell has got a very interesting pattern. It's got like a rick-rack pattern, but it's also got a circle on the right and over here on the left also. Wherever
Can I do the Rick Rock shell in another place?
you can. And then in other shells, you have rows of circles or dots instead of lines. Some are big, some are small. Here also you have like squares or just some shapes like that, which are round. They follow like instead of drawing the lines around them, we would just draw these shapes.
This is much more fun than I thought.
Isn't it? Even I thought this would be very boring, but it is fun. And we learn so much about so many different shells. I like that.
And it's very pretty.
That is also true.
And Miss, why are some shells so easy to do?
Because I
Like
think
this one, you just need to do a swirl and go like this and then
Yeah.
come back.
Yeah, look at this one also. It's just got small lines that go around. Isn't that pretty? We can make that for this also. We can make some series of lines which are closer. I like this pattern very much. And then for this one also we can have some shapes like that.
Yeah, or it will look a little bit too easy and boring.
Yeah, it will say, why do I not have any color? Everybody else has color and pattern. Why do I not?
Yeah, and also it will be a little bit too jealous.
It could be jealous, you're right.
Get some shade.
There is one shell that is so pretty over here, which I will draw just because it is pretty. So it's you draw a flat shape with a little bit of a tip here, and then you make a triangle shape like that and round it off.
Oh, it is pretty.
Oh, wait, it's not done. And in this, first we will make crisscross marks. So you will mark it crisscross like that.
It's
And
getting very pretty. I like it.
then, well, this is not enough. No, wait. Then you have to make shapes inside all of those crisscross. They can be different circles or ovals or some squares, some big, some small. And then you have to color up in the in-between space. It's so elaborate. And then you make it very tiny at the bottom. I think these are enough shells. We've got a lovely composition. Now we can paint them.
This is my favorite too, Aditi. And pretty.
It is.
Here. This is one of my favorite too, Miss. I love it. So what should we do now?
Now I'm going to share the original picture with you. Or should I tell you the colors that I'm painting? And then you can paint the same colors. Or you can paint your own colors. So you know what you have to do? Let me just explain. We will paint first a light color on all of the shells, a different color. And then all the lines or the dots will be made with a darker color. Can I show this to you? Let me show it first. So, suppose we have, yes,
After this, I want to go.
Yeah, after this, we are all going to go. So look at how I'm coloring. See, I'm going to take this light color. I'm not making it too dark. And I'm going to paint a very light shade on my shell. And I'm also going to paint it like that, coming down. So I get these lines. And paint it carefully and let it wait till it dries completely.
Ma'am, which color did you use?
I used some leftover color in my palette. There was a little bit of scarlet and maybe a little bit of some brown, but you can use a light scarlet also. It looks very nice. Okay, now wait till I paint the next one. Till that time, this one will dry. Just hang on, wait, be patient. This one is yellow, so I'm going to paint it yellow.
So we can paint them in different colors if we want when we left.
You can paint them in whatever color you want. But when you are
I have the new one. It should be more water, less paint.
it should be
More water, less paint, or less paint or more water.
they're basically the same thing what you said. But look at, I can also do this fun thing. While the paint is wet, in some places I can also put some color while the paint is wet. See, very light, very little color. It looks so pretty, but not too much. And then, of course, after the paint has dried, like over here, I can make different shapes. So I can make things like that. Maybe I can use more paint.
Like a little splash of paint on the painting. Very nice.
Yeah.
And after it, can we do like designs like you're doing now?
You can do it now. See, so now I'm using the same color. Look at how pretty the design has turned out. Okay, this is all I wanted to show you. Now you can paint whatever you want on all these. You can paint them blue, green, if you want to, but I just want to show you. Should I show you the colors? Let me share and show you some of the colors. There aren't any blue or green in this one. Mostly they're just reds and browns. But I would ask you to limit them. In some places also, what you can do, like the purple one over here, you can paint, it's got some white lines at the base. So you can paint it like this. I'll just show you. Let me just finish this one coat. See, what I'm doing is I'm bringing all the color down like this. And then I'm going to stop there and paint from some distance away. So automatically I get a nice white stripe. Samar, how are you doing? Now remember, if you're painting something on the opposite side, yeah, sorry, what was that?
I am doing well.
You're doing well. All right, good. Now see, if that I've painted these two and I've also painted this, if I keep my hand here, I will spoil this paint. So I'm going to turn my book around. Always keep your hand on the outside edge of your painting. Now look at this fellow. I'm going to paint this with a mix of black and brown. It's not a full black color shell. So black and burnt umber. It's almost black, but it's slightly less dark. I'm using that to paint this shell. So just go, this could be slightly tricky. You have to use a very thin brush, or you can just use a black pen. And you have to paint around those shapes. So first you make an outline with the pen or the brush. And then very carefully, you will paint around these shapes. I think this is by far the most complicated design on the shell. Everything else is much simpler. This one is very complicated, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty, but it's hard.
Yeah. But this often happens. That stuff that is hard to make, if you're just patient and you do a good job, it's very satisfying. Always looks good. So all the other,
Miss, do you know that spiral one that we did at first of all? What color should we paint it?
that one is actually white, cream. This is cream, this is white. So we can just wait, finish everything else, and then we can paint that. You know what? Some you can also paint like that. You can just paint the stripes on them instead of the whole shell, so it remains a little white. And then also in between these, you can draw some lines like that, just with paint.
Miss, by the shells, I have an idea after this class.
Oh, really? What idea do you have?
I'm gonna say it to you at the next class.
Oh, is it a surprise?
Yes.
Okay, now here's one more thing. If you want to show a shiny shell, you can do this. You can leave a highlight, like how we leave highlights in painting fruit or beetles. You can leave a highlight and paint around the highlight. So it looks like it's a shiny shell. See, it looks like it's shiny. And I'm going to do the same thing over here also. Slightly deeper color. No, actually, first it's light.
Let me give you a hint for the surprise. It's something. It starts something with H.
With H?
Yes.
Okay. What starts with H? A house?
Mm,
No. Okay. Holiday?
You will see. Sure, just to figure it out. It's something with it sounds like humor.
Oh, okay. Okay, look at this one painting technique I want to show you. Now, I have kept some paint along the edge, and while it is wet, I'm going to wipe away my brush and pull this paint very gently in the blank page. Can you see what's happening? It's becoming lighter and lighter and lighter. That's it. And I'm not going to paint this part because I want a little bit of the white. See, isn't this a nice coloring technique? I can do the same thing for the one on top, where I'll make a mix of blue and scarlet.
And Miss, how many minutes are there to the class in? Just
10
a
minutes.
question.
10 minutes.
Okay. 1 hour. 1 hour, please.
See, this is a nice way of coloring also. And this one also, I can paint this base color here, and I'm leaving a highlight.
Miss, how are you going this week?
How?
How is mine going?
Oh, let's see. I can see lots of color. Very nice. That's a good start. Very nice. But I think you need to be a little careful about. Don't do that. Oh, Safreen, wait. Let it be. Let it be. Don't erase. It's fine. Let it look like a little bit has rubbed off. It's fine. Just remember that next time, turn your book around. See, I'm turning my book around to paint this fellow here. So then my hand won't come on the wet paint and everything will be fine. Now this fellow is white, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a internal shadow. So look at what I'm going to do. I'm making a gray shade. Whoops. Kyra, did you fall? Okay, so I have made a little gray here. And I'm going to just take very little bit in my brush, wiping away the excess on my rag. I take very little. This is what I'm going to do. Holding my brush very far away and not on top of my hand is not on top of my shells already. And
Teacher, I want to go.
are you finished, Summer? You can go.
Teacher, I want to
You want to go or you want to show? What did you say?
I'll do the rest later.
go.
Fine. I'll do the remaining later.
I don't want to finish that.
Why?
I don't want to finish that.
Okay. Second I go.
Can I go?
You can go. If you're done, you can go. Not a problem.
Mm,
See you next week. Bye.
Good night. Bye.
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 Okay, now this one I'm going to put color on the top like that. And then wipe my brush. Just take a little bit of water and pull the color down like that. See, I love this technique. This is so much fun. So I get a dark shade and a light shade.
Miss, I'm like quite finished.
You're also quite finished.
Yes, and we'll end at 5 minutes
All right, we'll end in 5.
in my calculation.
Yeah, I think so. But also, these are all the base colors. After this, you can paint more. So this is what I would do. I'll show you on some of them how this will look. So everywhere, I'm going to make little lines like that. Some big, some small, but in an arch like this. Then I'll make some over here. So this is the darker color. And then you can also add a little bit of brown and black if you want to. Some spots here like this. And I'm going to share this picture. It's already shared on the group, so you can.
That sounds like, Miss, I will give you another hint what I will draw with what I deal from the shells. It sounds like humor. I mean, it's not.
It sounds like humor, but it's not humor.
Mm-hmm.
What is it then? I am lost. Summer?
No, it starts also with H.
Humor and starts with H. What could it be? Now I'm most intrigued and I'm completely lost at the same time. Humor. Please tell me what it is. I cannot guess. I'm so bad at this.
Okay, fine. It's human.
Human? You're going to make a human out of shells?
Not out of shells, like the shell's face.
Oh, the shells' faces are going to be humans?
No.
Oh, okay.
Look,
I'm getting what you're
the
going to do.
shell's face kind of looks like a human. If you also put that part, the L part, when it's together, it looks like a human.
Does it look like a human? That's so interesting. I could
Yes.
see that.
Yes, I will show you in the next class that I'm right.
All right. I would definitely like to see that. Okay, so I guess that's it. Do you have any questions? We can continue painting this later on. Take your time. Don't rush. I'm not going to rush. So, Kyra, do you have any questions about how to paint anything, how to draw anything? Have you understood how to do the designs and how to?
Miss, we need also ideas for next class as well.
Yes,
we can just
right.
not draw nothing.
I agree with you. Do you have any ideas for next class?
Sea animals?
See animals now. All right.
We have done sea animals before.
Which ones have we not done?
We have done clownfish, but not the others. We can try zebrafish.
Zebrafish?
Yes,
Should we
the
try?
zebrafish is it's a white. It looks and white and it's a white and it's like a zebra pattern, and then it looks a little bit like a shark.
All right. Okay. So,
It's not big, it's small and a normal size fish.
okay. Zebrafish it is then. We'll make zebrafish next week.
Okay.
Okay. Please share your pictures after they're done. Put them on the group so I can have a look at them. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. 1 minute. Let's see what Kyra has made. That's beautiful. Yeah. Tell us something about this, Kyra.
These are food.
Yes, I can tell. So why did you make these foods? Are these your favorite foods?
I just drew them.
And did you see pictures and draw them, or did you imagine them and draw them? How did you draw
I
them?
did not do none of those. I saw a video and did it. All of these are from one video only.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice. And let's see, on the other side, you have watermelon, fruit, juice, popsicle, and Candyman. Now, do you think you can make something like this by yourself? Some food that they didn't show in the video, but you can draw yourself?
Yes, but it's tiny.
Yeah, make it tiny, doesn't matter.
And before the class, I made a tiny craft.
What is this? It's just stuff stuck together.
I made it. Is it a microphone? What is it? Pictures.
Oh, it's a camera.
Oh.
Nice. That's a good camera. I like how
Miss, did you know after almost a half year, our slide is finally done. When the slide is not a slide, it's a hot dog. And then it looks like the slide looks like what is it? Almost like a hot dog.
What looks like a hot dog? A slide.
Our slide, our new slide, looks like a hot dog.
Okay, I have no idea what that means.
Look, our slide looks like this.
Yes.
With no railing or stuff.
Correct, yes.
It looks like a hot dog that's curved.
Okay, a slide looks like a hot dog. That's curved, all right. I'm trying to imagine a curved hot dog now. Okay, so I'll see you next week then. We will make zebra fish. Bye.
Bye.
Nice, very nice. I love this lovely different.
You make tiny things. I make big things.
Yeah, she's a tiny artist. Very nice, Myra. So I think you should make some of the shells slightly bigger also in practice. Then you can paint some interesting textures on them also. Is that okay?
Can I color its background?
Well, background should have been colored before you do the painting. So if you want to make one with a background colored, make a different one. Take a small piece of paper, make 2 or 3 big shells, paint the background first, very light, and then paint the shells after the background has dried. All right, give it a shot.
I went to this thing. I did a craft, but I made a type of paper with paper.
Very nice.
I went to a workshop for it yesterday. The class should be over.
Yeah, now it can be over. But Kyra wanted to show us that paper she made.
Okay, then she showed first. Then there is 36 seconds left till this 4. Do you know how many seconds are there left? Till
Look at that.
4:45. Do you
Look,
want do you want to know how many seconds are there till 4:45? There's 4
Wait.
seconds. 3 seconds.
Safreen, look at Tyra's paper. That's
This is
very
not my paper. My paper is there. This is my sister's paper.
very nice. It's nice.
What happened? It looks just like a it just looks like a blue background with small dots.
No, see, turn it around. She's painted on top of it. And she made this paper, right? Your sister made this
I
paper?
did not make this. My sister made it.
Yeah, very nice. But does your paper also look like this?
It is very different.
Okay.
It's into
Oh,
pieces.
what happened? You
I
broke
made
it.
it into pieces to identify it easily.
Well, that's an interesting way. You could write just your name on it, no?
Yes. It is easy to find out if it's mine or not mine. And there are the pieces here. So I use it as a puzzle.
Yeah,
Whoever
that's
solves
nice.
it, I'll give them a sticker for my sticker stash.
That's a nice idea. Good. All right. Shall we end this
You
session?
know I play the violin.
You play the violin?
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely. Even I want to learn.
Yes, I have a violin.
I'm going to
You
learn.
come here. Take.
All right. So I shall see you next week then. Bye.
Really? Because it's literally hard to find a violin. It's not a cup poster. Oh, hey.
Bye.
Bye.